See, it's still the Jingguang Road Tunnel. It's almost suffocating. Guys, I climbed out of this window. There's water all around the car. It stinks. Wow. Recently, heavy rains and floods have occurred in many parts of China. According to the China Center TV station, from August 9th to 10th, heavy rains occurred in the western Sichuan basin and other areas, with some regions experiencing torrential or heavy rain. Parts of Yuzhong city experienced extremely heavy rains, resulting in waterlogging and traffic disruptions in many parts of Sichuan province. Hey guys, I'm so lucky we didn't park here last night. So lucky. Hey guys, look, the water's so high. Be careful when you go out. Be careful. It's so high. The water's so high. Wow, look, it's scary. The early morning thunder and lightning woke many residents from their dreams. The heavy rain caused some low-lying roads to flood during the morning rush hour, causing inconvenience for commuters. This is the flooding situation at the BYD factory in Chengdu City, Sichuan province. The sudden heavy rain also caused economic losses to businesses. Oh my god, everyone, please take a look. I've suffered tremendous losses. Please help me. Is it easy to run a factory? Oh my god, Bodhisattva, please take a look. Please help me. Is it easy to run my factory? After heavy rain in Sichuan, the accumulated water began to spread. Whose car is this? It's flooded. Come to drive it away. No! On August 7th, 2025, Zhengzhou City, the capital of Henan Province, was hit by a sudden torrential downpour and suffered a flood. The entire city was submerged, leaving it completely covered in water. Look, the electric bikes are flooded. The rain is pouring down in the western suburbs of Zhengzhou. Look at the entrance to my dental clinic. Look at Huahe Road. It's a river now. Cars are driving very slowly, like boats rushing by. Look at the swift current. The buses have stopped and they're afraid to run. The current is incredibly strong, similar to the flow rate during the July 20th rain 4 years ago. The man mentioned the horrifying flood that struck Zhengzhou residents 4 years ago. Heavy rain and floodwaters completely submerged the Zhengzhou-Jingguang tunnel, trapping many vehicles and people and taking the lives of many people. Zhengzhou Metro Line 5 was also severely flooded and many people in the carriages left the world. Recently, a video shows the Zhengzhou-Jingguang tunnel flooding again. Look, water is accumulating again in the Jingguang tunnel underpass and cars are backing up. Ex-platform user overseas breaking news posted, Zhengzhou-Jingguang Road Tunnel flooded, drivers stunned. On August 7th, heavy rain in Zhengzhou caused the Jingguang Road Tunnel in Erqi district to flood, causing multiple vehicles to break down and stall. Drivers were terrified, fearing a repeat of the July 20th, 2021 tragedy. Some climbed ladders to escape from the upper tunnel. It's so scary. I'm so scared. Can I get up? I'm so scared. It feels like being on a boat. I'm so scared. Move forward, move forward. Please, my car, give me some strength. I'm so scared. I finally made it out. I'm so scared. This is another video of a driver driving in the Jingguang tunnel. The flooding at the Zhengzhou subway station frightened passengers too. Everyone in the city remembers the man-made disaster of July 20th, 2021. One netizen commented, "I thought Zhengzhou would improve its drainage system after the July 20th incident, but 4 years later the government still hasn't done anything." You know, the Zhengzhou government claimed to have invested 1.4 billion in upgrading the water supply and drainage system, yet simply a heavy rain comes, Zhengzhou is flooded. The netizen sarcastically commented, "You see, Zhengzhou doesn't flood unless it rains normally, but after this downpour, I wonder how many high-quality used cars will hit the market." This is a live video from Beihur Station on Zhengzhou Metro Line 7 this afternoon. Zhengzhou is experiencing heavy rain, someone joked. "The boat is coming, the boat is coming. Get on board, get on board. Son, slow down. Go, get on board, get on board." This is the situation of rain and waterlogging in Zhengzhou City. This is a thrilling video of a rider riding an electric scooter in deep water. A thoughtful netizen posted a video comparing flooded streets in Zhengzhou on July 20th, 2021 and August 7th, 2025. A Zhengzhou resident filmed a video of the road from a high-rise building and said, "The area below Zhenghong Way in Zhengzhou high-tech zone has become a river, and many cars have already flooded to this level. The entire road is flooded and the water is extremely deep. Avoid passing through here if you can. Buses are already deeply flooded and the entire road is like this." On August 7th, the Zhengzhou Meteorological Observatory issued a red alert for heavy rain. From 1 p.m. that day, the city's flood emergency response was raised to level 3. The Zhengzhou Flood Control and Drought Relief Headquarters issued an emergency notice requiring the immediate suspension of production, business, classes, and transportation throughout the city. Videos of Zhengzhou being hit by heavy rain and severe flooding have gone viral online, leaving some Chinese netizens surprised, with some commenting, "Why does Zhengzhou always get flooded around this time every year?" This may be because the flooding in Zhengzhou on July 20th, 2021 left a lasting impression and exposed the Zhengzhou municipal government's inadequate disaster relief efforts. Gansu province has recently suffered severe torrential rain, leading to flooding and leaving thousands of people stranded. In Yuzhong County, Lanzhou City, torrential rains affected several townships, severely damaging roads, power, and communications infrastructure. Some villages are practically razed to the ground. Above that, everything is gone, even people and houses. Who are those two people standing over there? I don't know. Look, it's like this. Look, it's still raining, and it's getting heavier. This footage shows flash floods rushing into the river from Xinlong Mountain, a few kilometers from Yuzhong County.
这把庙都拆了吗？这
Has the temple been demolished? Wow, it's in trouble now. Oh my god, this road.
大马路，哇塞，看
Look at all the mud.
马路上的基泥。
One netizen posted a surveillance video on social media showing the moment the flood suddenly hit Yuzhong County in the early morning of the 8th. Within 2 minutes, the water rushed onto the road, sweeping away all the cars parked near the river. The scene is quite horrifying. Some netizens said the video was shot in Non-Her Park, Yuzhong County. Local residents in Yuzhong County exclaimed, "I'm over 60, and this is the first time I've seen such heavy rain." Zhang Kehui, a resident in Yuzhong County, told the mainland Chinese media outlet China Youth Daily that late on the night of August 7th, his village suddenly lost power, and he heard a loud noise from the mountains. On the morning of the 8th, Zhang climbed over the hills and was surprised to find that a mudslide had nearly flattened Xinyawan village, leaving floodwaters and boulders everywhere. Survivors from the village also confirmed that after escaping their homes in the dark, they desperately ran higher up the mountain. Some people hid in trees and shouted for help, but were unfortunately swept away by the flood. Other survivors said they had heard the sounds of snapping trees and rocks colliding the previous night. Reports indicate that the village not far from Zhang Keihui's home is nearly flattened by the mudslide, and many houses along the river are wiped out. Hundreds of acres of fertile farmland are destroyed, leaving only floodwaters, rocks, and boulders as large as cars. On August 9th, the Gansu Provincial Flood Control and Drought Relief Headquarters Office stated that as of 6:30 p.m. on the 9th, flash floods in Yuzhong County had resulted in 15 injuries, 15 deaths, and 28 missing persons. The government has urgently relocated 9,828 people, bringing the total number of affected people to over 30,000. Given the tendency of the CCP officials across the country to report just good news but no bad news, the authenticity of this figure is questionable. The disaster is indeed severe. On August 8th, Mr. Chen, a resident of Yuzhong, Lanzhou, told overseas Chinese media, "Officials say over 30 people are missing, but I suspect it's more than that. It's unknown how many people were buried in the mudslides. Most of the damage is done to roads and houses along the river. The most serious damage is done in Maliantan, which is at the foot of the mountain." That is to say, those who experience it don't believe the official CCP narrative. This summer has been incredibly unusual. First, many areas experienced unusually high temperatures, followed by torrential rain, floods, and typhoons. While people are suffering, local CCP governments secretly release floodwaters. At the same time, the party's media stages many shows of disaster relief and care for the people. However, the people are no longer fooled. Those who are lucky enough to escape the floods are exhausted from not being able to eat or rest properly. The victims themselves know best how poor the government's assistance has been. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.